Hi, Pisces. Welcome to the channel and welcome to your weekly energy check-in for all things Pisces. I do not have any Pisces placements in my chart. If you want to go to the community tab and scroll back 2 or 3 weeks, I have my birth chart there. And half my birth chart is vacant, and the other half of my birth chart has double and triple placements. I'm a weirdo. So I have no Pisces placements, no Aries placements, no Aquarius placements, and no Capricorn placements. Weird. I'm weird. So everything you need to know about me is below in this description of the video. Including how to get a personal reading with me. Just grab my email me. We can do a Zoom like this, and I can record it if you want to keep it forever. If you'd like a little more privacy, you can go to psychicsource.com. I am Aurora on Psychic Source, and my extension is 6150. So you can talk on the phone there, you can do chat, and then they also have video. So it's however you want to do things and spend your time, and if you want privacy and stuff like that. Please assist YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. When you do that, they send you more Pisces videos. And in turn, this video will get sent out to more Pisces, this important message. And of course, I like knowing what's going on because I'm nosy and I like to know what the real hot tea is on stuff. And if we're all in this together, for sure. Please assign genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and it's all about the evolvement and evolution of energy throughout the Fool's journey. And the Fool's journey is what tarot is about. If you want to know more about that, you can Google it. There are long and short versions of it on YouTube, or you can reach out to me for some coaching. If you do not like shuffling, please fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that's okay. All right. So let's get into this, Pisces. What are the overall Pisces collective? Share with me. Collective. Share with me. Pisces collective. King of Pentacles. That's awesome. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is the loyal, stable, and committed king. That's what the Pentacle suit is. He is the king with the Midas touch. So if you're thinking about switching jobs, investing in something, good guy. If you're thinking about marrying somebody, good guy. He takes care of a lot of people and a lot of things. He's always married. He's a father. Lots of investments, involved in business, very nurturing, very grounded. Let's see what that means for you, Pisces. Okay, so just remember, bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles, loyal, stable, committed king with the Midas touch, right? Um, oh, in his shadow side, he's the kind of guy that um is greedy, will do anything for a buck. So like he would run you over with his car to, chase a buck and then visit you in the hospital and be like, baby, I did it for us. Okay. He doesn't care who he hurts for the money. Okay. That's some of that. All right. Pisces, right now, you are in some Five of Cups energy. So, regret, sorrow, sadness, crying over spilled milk. We're focusing on the cups that have fallen instead of the two cups that we still have upright. In our difficulties, we have the Seven of Cups. So in the upright, it's about options, having choices. Sometimes for me, it can be about being overwhelmed and not knowing what to do. There's a real F around and find out attached to this card, because everybody on earth has choices. And, some of them are really great and some of them aren't so great. And if you don't pick, they can be picked by you, by, other people for you and the universe, because everybody else is making choices as well. And in the difficulties, it's about not being able to decide, not choosing, things like that. So either you are in regret about having options and maybe being a little bit of a cheater, or you regret not choosing, like you regret not making a decision, or there was a decision, yeah, not making a decision led to some regret here. You're sad about it. So in the recent past, we have the Fool. So remember I was talking about the Fool's journey. This is who it's about. He's the only one that starts at 0. And so he's all about taking risks, taking leaps of faith, um, and getting out there and going on that adventure. So that is in your recent past. Also in your recent past, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is really different from the Fool. He's very objective. He's very intelligent. He prefers logic, data, and science over emotion, intuition, things like that. He would think tarot and astrology is very woo-woo. Yeah, so he prefers spreadsheets and data and things like that to make his decision. He's very, he can be emotionally shut down, and just reserved in his shadow and reverse. He is most tarot readers' narcissistic personality disorder card. Um, the average person would see him as pretty selfish. Um, in pursuit of his desires, he can make decisions without emotion. Um, so that can mean that there's casualties, and he doesn't necessarily concern himself with that because he doesn't have empathy. A sensitive person would probably see him on a varying scale of having a demonic attachment or being demonic. So that's what you're kind of dealing with on the range of this human being that it's representing. Oh, he is also an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius doesn't have to be, can just be somebody who embodies these traits. So there was either, in this instance, it would be taking a risk and then it, or taking some sort of leap of faith and then running into the King of Swords or becoming like the King of Swords. So, whatever risk or leap of faith you took, it could be to go run and get some advice from a King of Swords person, which would be like an attorney, someone in the military, a person of authority, a police officer, or whatever. So, it's some sort of possibly a leap of faith to go see an attorney or something of that nature. Your goal is judgment. So typically, if this was in the outcome or in a different place, I would be saying, um, Archangel Gabriel's blowing his horn, karmas are coming in, things like that. But since it's in your goals, I think it would be to answer the call. Like if you're getting a calling, you desire to answer the call. Okay. You need to make a judgment call, a big decision, and your goal is to step up and make that decision. In the near future, we have the Two of Cups. So there's going to be some sort of, this can be a soul connection for sure, a coming together or a union, a truce, something like that, some type of partnership in the near future. You see yourself as the Empress or in the Empress energy. So she's the embodiment of all the queens. So the Queen of Cups, Wands, Swords, and Pentacles. She is the mother. She's usually a significant other. She represents pregnancy and fertility. She represents growth and abundance of every kind on planet Earth. And she's incredibly nurturing. She's also a boss bee. Standing in her power. She's the feminine energy in the twin flame journey. Okay, so she attracts things to her. Friends, family, and coworkers see you as either bringing some things into balance or going through the court system for some reason or in some way, which if in your past your leap of faith was to go see an attorney or an authority, that would make sense. Okay. Friends, family, and coworkers seeing you in some sort of legal situation. In addition, this could mean like karma coming in. And so from the spiritual realm, you kind of reaping your karmas and getting what you deserve right now. Your guidance is to move forward, to move on with complete control and take complete control of your life. This is the Chariot card. It also can represent cars, purchasing cars, riding in cars, but it's mainly about charging full steam ahead and taking control of your life and moving forward. Okay, so there is some in the near future, there's going to be some, these two are beside each other in the reading. So in the near future, there's going to be some sort of partnership or coming together or connection or romantic soul connection that you are going to charge full steam ahead forward on. And this is also a Cancer card, okay? In the outcome, we have Temperance. So Temperance is all about bringing things into balance. It usually is about managing addictions. It can be about home purchases or moving in together for sure, but usually it's about blending opposites like hot and cold, our shadow side and our light. because we're made of both. And then it's also a guardian angel card for sure. So just know, you know, because these two are beside each other in your reading, you have some very serious angelic protection while you are making this big decision and trying to balance things out and take control of your life in whatever this kind of legal situation could be for you, or the karmas that are coming in for you at this time. While it's going to all come in, there's going to be a little bit of protection and hand in making this a little tiny bit easier for you. Okay. Okay, so I think we should get the Moonology. I don't know. We This is so weird because it looks like you're literally going through some legal issues. Like you consulted an attorney and you're going through some legal issues and you're making a decision to like take control of your life or a partnership coming in. So it could be very much that you're closing one chapter and opening up another at the same time. So, um, so let's see. I'm gonna grab the Moonology deck really quick. So we just jump to truth. It just would depend. Like if we were on a one-on-one, I'd ask you if you want to know about your legal situation, or if you wanted to know about the new partnership. And we go in whatever direction that would be. So I've got a new partnership. We'll go the new partnership route. So we will jump to the truth deck. Okay. Oh, and the tarot deck we just used is the Grand Lux Tarot. Okay. The truth deck you can get online. It has its own website and it has truth deck along with the soulmate deck. They're different colors. So I got the truth deck in pink and the soulmate deck in red. Overall, yes, for Pisces in this situation. Please share with me. Yes, for Pisces. Oops. Bottom of the deck, happy outcome. Woo! Exciting news. Deepening bond. Via phone. Confusion under exciting news. Deep feelings under deepening bond. Be confident under via phone. So if your bond is deepening over the phone, be confident. There could be some confusion about these deep feelings or the exciting news coming in. Um, but it'll be a happy outcome. Wow. This is a nice one. They're not usually so nice. They really haven't been in a long time. In a long time. Okay, so this still feels like relationship with deepening bond and deep feelings. And so some exciting news could cause some confusion or deeper feelings, and or the deeper feelings could cause confusion. So let's just keep going. Okay. This is the heart's hidden secrets. Please share with me. What is Pisces person's overall and most significant feeling? Spirit, please share with me. What is this person, new person's overall and most significant spirit, please share with me. New person's overall significant spirit. Overall, Pisces. Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. So they're hiding their feelings. They're not telling you. They don't want you to know. Or you'll see. Healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. So they might be on lockdown a little bit because they're healing from some ish. And they could be hiding that, like bluffing can be hiding a lot of stuff. Could be, listen, they don't want people to know they're in a healing phase, right? Everything is okay. It's fine. Longing, craving, aching, wanting is going over deep feelings and deepening bond. Shallow, hollow, empty, boredom. I would associate it with boredom for sure. So it's going over be confident and phone. Lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. So, if this is taboo or it's not supposed to come in or it's forbidden in some way, that's going over healing. Distracted, sidetrack, change, delays is going over longing. Family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy is going over shallow, hollow, empty, boredom. Okay, this person's they're hiding. Oh, happy Halloween, by the way. Masks and all. Um, these almost seem like independent energies to me. Like, I asked for the overall and most significant feelings. It's almost like they're saying, well, they're healing from one thing and, they're like longing for another thing, but overall they're just like bored at home. And, there is some forbidden sexual energy going on here, but they constantly get sidetracked because they got family issues. So this isn't a deep thing right now. Not, I think the mask is more like since healing came out right under, like they really are just walking through life thinking like everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know? Um, and while they might want things and stuff like that, like they're healing, they might want things, but they get distracted and they have family things and they get bored and like, this looks like my energy, honestly. I am not a Pisces, but really, honestly, like, I don't show if I'm upset because people take advantage of it. They like it, it makes them happy. It really does, for whatever reason. There's very few souls on planet Earth uh, that are like that towards me anyway. So, if this is me, yeah, like I'm bored. I don't do much more than shallow connections because I don't have time and I do always get distracted and I'm in a constant state of healing and fixing things because I do have family issues that do not stop. So, I don't drag people into my stuff and a lot of times when they hear about it, mm, they lose interest, right? Because they have things they have to protect too. So it doesn't matter if I'm longing or lusting or whatever's going on, I'm going to push it down. If it gets too deep or whatever, I discard it. Not, and that's an icky word, but it usually causes a fight and it's not intentional. So I don't have time and I don't have the mental and emotional capacity um, to do things a lot because I don't have a lot of time. And then the time that I do have, it should be going towards families that, it's like that. So if your person is like me at all, I understand their energy. I really do. Reach out to me. So let's see what they would say. Um, Get me a little thingy for that. Okay, so this is Twin Flame Journey Messages 2 by Mystic Moon Oracles. Not necessarily a twin flame thing, but I need a new deck to play with right now. Okay. All right. So please, Spirit, please share with me. What does Pisces person want to say to Pisces at this time? Share with me. You say to Pisces. All of the significant things that Pisces wants to say to Pisces. I don't think I can take your reaction right now. Yeah, they healing. They wearing a mask. They're just getting by, I think. Really, honestly. You are never far from my mind. That is not always a good thing. Okay. You've affected my life significantly. Not always a good thing. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. You still take my breath away. That's going over. You're never far from my mind. So maybe it's positive. You're all I've ever wanted. It's going over. You've affected my life significantly. And I keep comparing others to you. Is going over. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. So, keyword, there's others. All right. So, a lot of these energies can flip when it comes to the oracle cards and message cards. So just take what resonates, if it's your feelings coming out or theirs. Um, I mean, you've made a big impact on their life. You're never far from their mind. They compare you to others, so just know there's others. They're trying to think of what to say because they can't cope with any big reactions right now. Um, and then you take their breath away. That's nice. So let's see what the romance angels have to say. Spirit, what is some overall insignificant advice for Pisces? New relationship coming in. Insignificant Pisces. New relationship. Please share with me. Okay. Pisces. Relationship coming in. Please, Spirit. Deck. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe get off the phone and spend some time together. Right? Because the truth deck was talking about deepening bond over the phone. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So definitely with the judgment is like making a decision, and temperance is it can be about moving in together, blending opposites, tempering out, emotional outbursts, stuff like that. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So trust. You'll take some time to retreat. This is worth waiting for. Keep an open mind. Because like if you have a type, this person's not going to be your type, your typical type. Usually date tall people, this will be a short people. If you usually date workout guys, he's not gonna know what a dumbbell is. He, she, they. If you're normally into blondes, not gonna be a blonde, that kind of thing. So this is worth waiting for. Y'all need to take some time out together, get off the phone. It looks like the way this has been working. And then keep an open mind. Like you have loyal, stable, and committed king here, a happy outcome, and trust. Okay. These are the other people's. This is the other person's energy. So they're wearing a mask right now and bluffing because they don't think they can take your reaction to something, right? Okay. Something's happening to my screen. I hope that didn't stop anything. Okay. Let's get one single overall single piece of advice from the Miracle deck for you to carry forward with you throughout the week. What is one single piece of advice for Pisces. Okay, this week. Most important advice. Interesting stories. So, everyone has an interesting story. If you cultivate the habit of asking about it, your life will be much better. So, that's really cool. And that's true. Like, um, sometimes you can know people surface level, like in the workplace and things like that, and you literally would call them your friend or something. But then, like, all of a sudden, you get into this conversation and you realize, like, they could have been wearing a mask the entire time, right? Like, all of a sudden, you think they're like this tough as nails, don't care about anything. And then you find out they have 4 cats and they invested 10 grand into the rehab of one of their cats' broken legs and put pins in it and stuff like that when they were like, oh, I never want kids. I would never have kids. I don't like kids. Oh, but you'll spend 10 grand on your cat's leg. Okay. Or you find out, something crazy when I found out about one of my friends that has been my friend for years and years and years. He's in the French Foreign Legion. That's a horrible thing to be in. It's horrible. And he was telling me about it this week. So I was just like, how did we know each other for like 12, 13, 14 years? And I never knew you were in the French Foreign Legion. And we were friends. Like, so ask questions, like, you'll find out that some of your friends, you don't even know them. You don't really know how tough they are. So that's what I have for you this week, Pisces. It looks like something good is coming in, something else is coming to a close. You might have to be going through some karmic things and big decisions and massive changes, but you do have some protection as you're going through these shifts. And if you are, in fact, with a nutty coconutty, like your new person is a nutty coconut, that has a lot going on, possibly. Somehow you gotta have trust and you gotta spend some time together and it's worth waiting for, and somehow it's like not something you would expect, but it'll be a healthy outcome that's loyal, stable, and committed. Okay. So that's what I have for you this week, Pisces. Have a oh, if you would like a personal reading with me, snag my email from below or reach out to me at Psychic Source. I'm psychicsource.com. I'm Aurora there, and my extension is 6150. And if you would assist, pretty please, the YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. They will send you more Pisces readings, and this important message will get out to other Pisces. And of course, I want to know, like, please tell me how cuckoo your person is, because I feel like I know them. Have a great week.